Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to 9 p.m. English News Edition. The headlines. Visit of the ministerial delegation to the sub-prefecture of Rwanda. International Senate is highly ready to welcome more illegal immigrants from Tunisia. Those are the headlines and welcome to the national news. In accordance with the provision provided for the legislative and regulation relating to the legislative election of Friday, February 24, 2023, the political party or legal constitutive group are entitled to file with the Office of the Minister of Interior the list of their candidates and their alternate in two copy no later than Tuesday, January 26, 2023 and at midnight. Today, Tuesday, January 19, a ministerial delegation composed of the Minister of Fitch, Mr. Isman Ibrahim Roble, and the Minister of Interior, Mr. Saeed Nuh Hassan, was received by the Director General of the National Police, Colonel Abdurrahman Ali Kahin, at the Directorate of National Police. The purpose of the visit was to inspect and check the various renovated building of the National Policy Building under the leadership of the Director General of the National Policy. Therefore, in the early morning, the delegation went to the National Policy hangar where the Minister of Which handed over the keys of several new cars to the Colonel. Then the Colonel guided the delegation on visit to the National Police Hospital, which treats police officers and their families as well as civilians. To the Senate's scar, the minister, always accompanied by Colonel Abdurrahman Ali Kahin, were also able to see the new building for the maternity ward. Thus, the members of the delegation were able to see the latest technology and equipment and used for analyzing the price, the service for its modern facilities and advanced technology. After their visit to the National Police Hospital, the ministerial delegation and the police colonel visited the 5th District Police Station. The delegation was excited to see the newly renovated premise, which have undergone a major refreshment. Upon arrival, they were greeted by the 5th District officer, who gave them a tour of the new facilities. Thereafter, the delegation was impressed with the new modern equipment that had been installed, including updated security system and advanced communication system. They also noted the improved working condition of the officer. After visiting the 5th District Police Station, the ministerial delegation and the police colonel went to the Nagate Police Academy. The delegation was welcomed by the staff of the academy and was given a tour of the state. The first stop on the tour was the obstacle course, where the delegation was able to witness the generous training that police officer under and go to peak combat. Really, the delegation was impressed with the level of the physical and the mental training the officer received and commended the academic for its high standard. Next, the delegation visited the academy's library, where renovation are currently underway. Then they toured the renovated dining hall, where the delegation sought to improve facilities for the officer. The geophysical observatories of art attached of the center of the study and research of Jodi, and whose main mission is to monitoring of seismic activity in the Republic of Djibouti recorded a moderate earthquake of magnitude 4.3 on the Richter scale Wednesday, January 18, 2023 at 19:90 p.m. local time. The inspector is the earthquake was able to generate a microscopic intensity 5 weekly felt at area near the epicenter. This earthquake was followed by a multi and about 50 aftershocks, including a moderate earthquake of magnitude 5.0 on the Richter scale. This earthquake occurred at 10 p.m. local time, and its epicenter is located 23 kilometers northeast of Djibouti city. This earthquake of technical origin, does it says the geology of the Gulf of Tajura, where we have the Cape of the Ocean Reach, Gulf of Eden. Then the Committee of Finance, General Economy and Planning meeting this Tuesday, January 19, 2023, to examine the following bills. Appeal number 179 on the approval of the 2020 financial account of the National Agency for State Information System. Appeal 118 on the approval of the 2021 financial account of the National Agency for State Information System. Bill 183 approving the financial account of the and the people place for the year 2021. Bill 192 and approving the financial account of the National Agency for Persons with Disability NPH for the fiscal year 2019. Bill number 193 on the approval of the financial account of the National Agency for Persons with Disability for the year 2021. Still on the framework of the National Week of the Solidarity, the day of January 18 in Tachora was full of the activities. Then the highlight of the day was the meeting, the ministerial, parliamentary and delegation led by the social affairs and solidarity with the leaders and community of the Tajoro region in the conference room of the Gadile Resort Hotel, a meeting that was urgently awaited by the community of the region of Tajoro, which took place this opportunity to present the grievance and difficult inquiry on daily basis and for lack or inadequacy of action or social project. Finally, the authority of the region headed the Prefect Hassan Dabele, the elected official and deputy of the region, Ecolodability Hadi Deberkali, all took the floor to in turn to welcome the ministerial delegation and urged the people of Tachura to present the various events. So the deputy of Tachura region, Hadi the Berkeley, recalled the various achievements of the government, including the Ministry of Social Affairs Solidarity in Tachura region. She indicated that the region of Tachura is the first region in terms of area and inhabitants. So with a large number of inhabitants, there is a multiplication of aid and development program. For his part, the Mirza of the Regional Council of Tachora, Umar Hussein Umar, indicated that while opposing its development action, the Minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity was helping the population of the Feifei sub-prefecture of Tachora. He asked them to continue the solidarity drive because Tachora needed much more. For his part, also the Prefect of Tajura, Hassan Dabili Ahmed, stressed that all the ministerial departments concerned with the social economic development of the region were implementing their various programs through the Egyptian Agency for Social Development. the ministerial delegation led by the Minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity Olof Ismail Abdo headed to the side prefecture of Randa. A warm welcome was given to this high-level delegation atmosphere after they welcomed the meeting with the community of Randa and its surrounding that took place under the flavor tree in the presence of the authority of the region, the parliamentarian and the official sub-prefecture of the summer village of Rende. Several points were raised during this meeting, including the water pelpeling in the village, the rehabilitation of school infrastructure and energy, among others. The member of the government have received all the complaints and have promised to bring the adequate answers on a tribe to Rwanda as part of weak solidarity in the region of Tachora. The Minister of Social Affairs Solidarity Olof Ismail Abdo proceeded to the inauguration of the water tank in Gaboli in the periphery. The inauguration took place in the presence of the Minister of Defense and Foreign Affairs and the Director of EDDS as well as the many personalities of the region. 15 metric treating is part of the program the Ministry of Social Affairs and Solidarity to facilitate access the water for the Rwanda. The MES is currently building 3 similar reservoirs in response to requests the population of Rwanda and its surrounding. After declaring Sebian Tachora, the Minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity, Olufo Ismail Abdo began this morning the penultimate stage of his herald tour in the region, the historic region of Obok. Recall that this tour is part of the Solidarity. So the Obok stage is all the more important as like the region of Ali Sabi. Obok hosted many refugees and served as a transit area for the Minister of Social Affairs Solidarity Uluf Ismail Abdo and was accompanied on the occasion by the Secretary of State for Sport Hassan Mohamed Kamil, Minister for the region. A warm welcome was given to the delegation led by Ms. During this meeting with the population of Obo interactive in a rich and fruitful exchange were on the menu of the discussion. The authority of the region and the member of parliament who spoke variously urged the people of Obo to present the various grievances to the Minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity, who will in turn try to provide them with a equity solution and answer through the existing and future action program and project of MAS. Under the high patronage of His Excellency the Minister of Youth and Culture, Dr. Hibo Mumin Assowe, the Somali Pen and Speaking Pen Institute celebrated today at the People's Place the 15th anniversary of the official transcription of Somali language. This annual opportunity is an opportunity for Somali Speaking Pen Institute and its partners to strengthen its contribution to the development and safeguarding of the Somali language and the glory among the language in the process and disappearance by UNESCO. The event saw the participation of several personalities, including the president of the Somali-speaking band, Mr. Ismail Hussein Netani, the president of the university, Dr. Jama Muhammad Hassan, and several other intellectuals and writers of the country and the region, as well as a student of the University of Djibouti. After a rich cultural program consisting of song and folk dance, all staged by the artists, many speakers speakers follow each other at the official podium to explain the efforts made for the restoration of the Somali language, its development, and the role of each for its promotion. In his speech, Dr. Abdurrahman Yassin, Dean of the Faculty of Literature of the University of Djibouti and member of Somali PN, paid the frequent tribute to all those who have worked for the restoration of the Somali language. In her speech, the Minister of Youth and Culture, Dr. Hibo Momina Sowe, first thanked the Somali Pen Institute for organizing this event, which marks the celebration of the 15th anniversary of the official transcription of Somali language. Not long ago, the President of the Republic inaugurated the headquarters of the Regional Academy of the Somali Language as a part of celebration of the 15th anniversary of the official transcription of the Somali language, which was also celebrated in Mogadishu. The minister said on this occasion, I will take the opportunity to convey the President of the Republic my congratulations for and his unfailing contribution to the promotion and safeguarding to the Somali language as a whole. And continue her speech, the minister congratulated the First Lady for her fight to strengthen the promotion of the mother tongue. To conclude her speech, the minister testified that this event was initiated by the Somali Pen Institute to celebrate the 15th anniversary of writing. The Embassy of the Republic of Djibouti in France held on Wednesday, January 13, 2023, the first meeting of ambassadors of the African group in France for year 2023 around a breakfast. Our country had already in February 2019 hosted the African group in Paris. This meeting was shared by His Excellency Ayad Mus'ed Yahya, the ambassador of the Republic of Djibouti in France, and Vice Dean of the African Group of Ambassadors in France. In this regard, but and 30 ambassadors were present, and the others were represented by church and representative in this important meeting of the African group. The meeting started with the intervention of the Mr. Michel Fozar, member of the of Equifinance African, who made a presentation on small and medium enterprise in agriculture and African cultural transformation in the context of its financing. The FA wanted to be a partner of excellence in the search for financing. Thereafter, discussion on the solidarity of the African group and in Paris, as well as ways and means to strengthen cooperation with the France, host country African solution to African crisis. Relation with the host countries were on the agenda. The meeting room of the Port Lepo Supply hosted yesterday a signing ceremony of a partnership agreement between NPH Directorate of BDSA and the MP and direction of the PLS. This event was shared by the Director General BDSA and the MP, Mr. Jama Ibrahim, and so the participation of the Director General Agency NPH, Mudu Ali Saeed, the Director of the LBC, Mr. Abdullah Hamad, and visual to institution. This signing ceremony aims to set the general framework of collaboration between the parties in terms of improving working conditions and welfare of the workforce of the PLC, which is often faced with multiple risks inherent in handling activity which can lead to the disability and disabling disease. And so the prefect of the region of Ali Samih Musa'ad and Migani and the president of the regional council Sharamaki Hassan Alali received today the delegation composed of four doctors specializing in water-related disease in the regional hospital of Dr. Absi attended this meeting. The national coordinator of a cooperation Djibouti and Southern region, Mr. Mohamed Roble Dabar, the director of the Institute of the Public Health of Djibouti, Dr. Hussein Yusuf Darar, and the director of the hospital, Dr. Naabsi, and other officials of the Ministry of Health on the meaning of the discussion were water in rural area and immigration, water portability, the problem of mosquitoes, blood finishing, training and capacity building of health personnel. The regional authorities welcomed the water-related disease program and committed themselves to provide the specialized with all the necessary assistance to implement this program. And now sports is developing on a daily basis, generating a great impact on the developing of each country. The organization of events in this sector require careful planning to be successful. For this reason, in order to manage in a profitable and competitive way, those in charge of the organization must know and carry out an event plan and know all it is except with this mine a training section was held this morning at the Kula Stadium to cover the final detail of this type of activity, an excellent opportunity to improve this skill, the skill of young enthusiasts in management and organization, led by the director of the sport, Abshir Ali Hassan. The workshop brought together about 50 young people from different municipalities of the capital, honoring with her presence the opening ceremony of the training. The Secretary General of the sport, Khadija Ibrahim Idris, recalled that the importance of this and training for the promotion of sport activity and for these young people wishing to venture into the field of event management before calling for their sense of responsibility and discipline. It should be also noted that the participation of the head of the women's sport department, Mrs. Deka Ali, the head of the men's sport department, Mrs. Farhia, and several other officials and members of the sport. And the customer brigade, in collaboration with the national policy, conducted the operation to size a gate in the area of the BK20 and BK51, about 5 parcel of gate containing 100 package, which each were intercepted and sized by the customer officer of BK20 and BK 51 yesterday morning, January 18, 2023. The operation was led by the head of the Art Customer Division, Mr. Yahya Musa Ige. On his side, the head of the Customer Brigade of the BK20 and 51, Suleiman Hassan Jama, thanked the police and customer officer who collaborate hand in hand to put on an end to this illicit traffic of the product. And for the international scene, Dubai's real estate market expected to confirm its expansion in 2023. The real estate market in the United Arab Emirates, including Dubai, recorded a record number of transactions in 2022. According to the expert, this trend is expected to continue in 2023. More than 97,000 real estate transactions were recorded in Dubai last year, worth $7.38 billion, disputed euro disputed the global economy outlook, high net worth individuals have continued to move into the Emirates over the past 18 months. This has boosted the luxury segment in particular. And Italy says it is ready to welcome more immigrants from Tunisia, but under a certain condition. At a meeting with a member of the Tunisian government, including President Kais Saied in Tunisia on January 18, the head of the Italian diplomacy, Antonio Tajani, demanded that more effort to be put in place against illegal immigration. According to Italian official figure, 18,000 Tunisians entered Italy equally in 2022. The North African country is in the grip of severe economic crisis with the inflation above 10% and poverty affecting 20% of the country, 12 million inhabitants. This is the first time that the Italian far-right government of Giorgia Meloni has visited Tunisia, having came to power last October. The Italian authority have vowed to tighten immigration policy in this country, one of the main gateways to Europe for African country migrants. That's it for this edition. Thank you for your attention and a wonderful evening.